Glenn Parker, High Vibration Foundation. Thank you very much for joining me. I just recently did a video on mass awakenings to come, and I want to elaborate a little bit on that. In that, yesterday or the day before, I had reached 777 subscribers, and I had an impression once it went to 778, which was the same day, that this idea of the mass effect was here. And the reason I'm saying this is I'm going to use the example Abraham-Hicks gives and many others gives as, like, even Bashar and others, like where you have the razor's edge and you can go from one side or the other, or a snowball going downhill, or a car. You know, the snowball or car, the car is going like, 2, 3, 5 miles per hour. You can get in front of it. You can do whatever you need to do to stop it. You can still stop it. It hasn't had enough momentum that you can't divert its course. Same for a snowball. When it gets to a certain apex, you're not stopping the snowball. You're part of the snowball if you get in the way. So, we've seen that in a lot of cartoons, but it really does energetically apply. So, to that end, if you are watching this video and you are understanding anything in the way of what 5D reality is, or channeling, or any of these types of ideas, Abraham-Hicks law of attraction, that you might be a multidimensional being manifest into human form to play a great game with a whole bunch of your friends, if any of that is tingling something inside you, or that you know or recognize, you are part of the mass effect, and you are here to be a wayshore, an anchor, to make these types of ideas and vibrations and energy and holding more light available to more of humanity. And you might have had a rough time of it. You might have health issues, you might have monetary issues, you might have any number of things and challenges because you needed to be in a certain place to do certain things. Or it might be all's well and daisies and, you're throwing up rose petals in the air. There's all kinds of different ideas as what was needed and what you wanted to experience in this lifetime. The important thing is this mass effect. If you're watching this, then it's extremely likely one or two things are happening. Well, only one or two things are happening for you. You're giving yourself a choice and you've never heard any of this information before, and you're like, what the heck are you talking about? And for some reason, you are hungry for this information, and you're like in the description, and you're reading things, and you're watching videos, and you're like, I wanted to wake up at this point in time and join those who are going into what would be considered a peaceful earth in the future, and has things available to them that would just be unimaginable to a human 3D mind. So if that's the case and you're watching, it's either that, or you already are aware of this and you like these videos and you use these as a collective energy and an anchor and to vet out things that are going on in your life, and this is useful material for you, and you are part of the mass effect. So either you're giving yourself a choice to come into the light or to play with the monkeys and still blow stuff up, and both are equal in choice, so there's no judgment there. In spirit, there's no judgment, and recognizing the neutrality of this environment is really the biggest pivot that you can have to going into 5D reality. Or you're watching these videos and you're gathering more information, and it makes it easier for your everyday life because you see somebody else going, wow, this, sometimes I feel like I'm going crazy and this unconditional love coming up, and then there's this, and then I'm angry, and you can identify with some of these things. So either way, I thank you for watching and listening to my insanity either way, because either you consider me insane and just babbling on, or B, as a wayshore and a holder of light. So either way, thank you for being here. And we are being of service to each other in one way, shape, or form. And this was inspired by a conversation I had earlier today with a friend, and there's a lot of actually the whole grouping of videos that wants to share and information that wants to share that was a consequence of this conversation earlier today. So we have been in service to each other, and this channel has been in service to everyone. And I'm getting more positive feedback nowadays. I'm attracting more people within the new energy, and I'm noticing a lot of the people that don't belong in the new energy and the new frequency are disappearing from my experience altogether. Thank you very much for joining me. That's what wanted to share. Glenn Parker, High Vibration Foundation, and coaching life, business, and spiritual. Also retreats, boys and girls. It's nothing like being in somebody else's vibration, like a tuning fork, and sinking into this new energy and spending time one-on-one with somebody. It's going to be group retreats coming up, but there's always unique individuated retreats or that can be done in any type of vortex and specific to the energy that you want to experience and the upgrades you want to do. That's something that we vet out together. And if you do like this video, please do like, subscribe, and share. Especially share, well, and subscribe. Well, all of those actually, but I'm trying to get to 1,000 viewers. And I'm in the process of doing that, and I think 1,000 is also a magical, critical number for momentum and energy. So thank you very much for subscribing, if you already have not. And if you have subscribed, thank you very much again. So I wish you could subscribe twice. And in the description, if you're curious about anything that I'm talking about, there's tons of links down there that will bring you to a place that will help you have a better understanding. Just feel your way through them and pick the one that has the most energy for you, which is what you should come to in your entire life, is to do something that has the most energy for you. And that is leading a 5D lifestyle. Thank you very much for joining me, and by following your excitement and following that breadcrumb of energy, it will be more exciting, but more exciting. It'll be more things to do, be more people, more fun, and then all at once, before you know it, you're awake and you are part of the mass effect.